I had a car accident and I couldn't sit or stand for more than 15 minutes. So I started meditation lying down in bed, and now, power of meditation, I can sit for 2 hours on the floor. I mean, that was like, I didn't think in million years that I could ever do that.
In my lower L3, L4, I was having an issue. It's completely been cured with the regular meditation.
In 2012 August, I got injury, ligament injury, and it was a complete tear. Slowly and gradually, my walking has been stopped and I was on bed. That physiotherapy, I started walking, but it is somewhere in mind that I could not sit on the floor. For the past 12 years, I did not sit on the floor, but after attending your sessions, I don't know from where that energy has come into my body, and I started sitting on the floor. Right now, I'm sitting on the floor with my legs crossed.
So all my sugar levels, BP levels got reduced. It is a miracle, because when I went to my doctor a couple of weeks before with my blood routines, she got surprised because I used to take some medication for sugars. Now there is no sugar.
Sleeping disorder disappeared. Actually, 1 year I was not able to sleep. Only when I came to this meditation, I slept well. My rheumatoid arthritis was very high. Even that was recovered. Then spondylitis. I was doing my meditation, even that was disappeared.
I used to carry a lot of my conditions, like my migraine, the bronchitis, where I was struggling to breathe. I used to carry inhalers all the time. End of those 40 days, all of that was gone. I mean, I realized there was not even a single episode.
I'm grateful to Vani madam. I was having some hormonal imbalance issue, and she has suggested me to meditate in Pyramid Valley for 11 days. That intense meditation helped me to understand myself. I have developed that connection with my own self that helped me to come out of my health challenges.
Happy morning, friends, and a wonderful evening, those joining from the West. Welcome to week 2 of this program, Renew. First week, we understood the science of meditation. We practiced, we understood the technique, the posture. We also understood what happens physiologically, when we consistently practice meditation. We looked at some of the practices that can enhance our meditation, including the second key pillar of this practice, which is the wisdom, reading books, listening to masters. So those of you who are joining for the first time, you can please go back and review it, at your own pace, either through the app or through our YouTube videos, which is all these videos are already available. So this week, starting this week, we'll understand some of these concepts, the benefits that we spoke about in the first week. We go deeper into these topics, and of course, we'll continue our practice. So I welcome Dr. Chandra to take us through these concepts about physical health and other benefits. Yes. Thank you. Welcome.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Wonderful afternoon, evening. When I came into meditation, I never knew that I was actually carrying stress. Even when somebody said something, I would have dismissed that time. No, this is how it will be, justifying. If I'm doing overthinking and over planning, I would have justified it. This has got to be that way. You got to think twice, thrice. But when I started practicing, after about 2 months of regular practice, in 2002, when I recognized that to go back to work, I was feeling joyful to go back to work in spite of 16 hours of work. Opening the laptop to do the next day's work became joyful instead of feeling that heaviness. For one more meeting, oh, this is continuing further today. All of this thought slowly and gradually went away as I kept regularly practicing meditation. That's when I realized something has dropped. Unwanted planning, unwanted worry, unwanted discussions, unwanted arguments in the mind that I'm constructing how to go and then present to this person, that person. Many of them I recognize have gone when I sincerely practice meditation. All healing is self-healing. There is significant research that shows that if somebody did not want to heal, it won't happen. Suppose you go to your doctor, they're giving you something. But you say, oh, this doctor, this one he gave me last time, I don't think it's going to work. And you dismiss it there, and we're sending a signal to yourself saying it's not going to work, then it's not going to work. It's called placebo effect. The body constantly is receiving signal. The cells are receiving signal. The cell membranes in experimentation is shown that they receive signal from the environment, from around, which means from our mind, from our own energy field, and so then it goes. And if the signal is constantly worry, the signal is revenge, the signal is hatred, the signal is feeling separated and how it's going to be very difficult. And all of that, that is what we send. The cells also are supporting to make that happen, to create conditions that make one feel more stressful. Everything is self-healing. So that means if I don't change the way I think, then I don't heal. Now, meditation exactly makes that happen. First, it makes the person prepared to allow to receive something just by calming, just by not projecting unwanted stuff. Will it happen? Is it going to heal? Is that so? I don't have anything. How can something be there? I'm perfect. I've been doing for 10 years. So what are you telling me that this is actually causes stress? The patient is not ready to agree. And so then how can it heal? But meditation quietly works to heal, quietly works to allow someone to receive. That rational mind is dropped, unwanted rational mind is dropped, where is required to be applied but not otherwise. We'll look into some of these concepts. Stress is that. Body health, many a times, is that. They're psychosomatic. If the psyche changes, the soma changes. And meditation is the greatest technique and a method and a process that is helping us change the psyche. How you are in your emotion, how you think, how you reason and analyze, wantedly, unwantedly. What is being carried from the childhood, and then maybe from the real past. All of it is combined, is the psyche. How much you know right now around what you need to know, what's how much you know, the gap, knowledge gap, that puts pressure. And the psyche changes, the soma changes, the body changes. And meditation fundamentally helps us to develop a great psyche. And so then all illnesses start dropping, things that have been chronically there, recurring, many drop. Stress is a significant aspect of it. Let's go into the practice of meditation, come back, and then explore some of these concepts, how meditation prepares somebody, and so then how meditation scientifically is healing the physical body and how it brings mental well-being, of course, throughout this week, but today, specifically around stress, because 90% of body illnesses are considered lifestyle disorders come through stress, that sustained unwanted thinking, unwanted feeling, rehearsing things that are of no use, things that happened 6 months ago, think about them, feel bad about them. Things that may happen 3 months later, that keep thinking about them and then feel anxiety about it. That's all stress. And meditation eliminates it. It lowers to eventually it eliminates all of the stress. We'll understand that. So first we go into the practice. We do breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to relax the mind, rest the mind. And we do this by observing our normal, natural in-breath and out-breath, as seen in the picture. Sit comfortably in a chair, on the sofa, or on the floor. Cross your feet at ankle if you're sitting in the chair. Fingers into fingers, hands in your lap. In both cases, visit the floor and the chair, and closing your eyes. We're going to close our eyes. This technique that we practice, we close the eyes. We withdraw sensory perceptions, and part of that is to close the eyes. And then, in a relaxed posture, we rest our attention on the nose and observe the natural breath. No special pranayama techniques when you do the meditation. During meditation, simply witness the natural breath. The breath that is there, the way, observe that breath, and slowly it has the effect of reducing the thought. Gradually, as the mind is becoming less and less of thought and then goes into emptier states, and be in that restful, empty state of mind. In case you have thought and notice thought, bring your attention back to the breath and observe the breath again. This is the process. And then observe the breath again, slowly go into emptiness again. This is the process called breath meditation. It comes from Gautama Buddha. It comes from Vedic scriptures to Gautama Buddha, and then popularized by many, but in the recent times, Brahmarshi Patriji founder of PSS movement, source of inspiration for Buddha CEO, promote this significantly. Relax yourself, dear friends. We're going to the practice for some time. Welcome anybody who has joined new. You'll be all right. Just begin with the practice. Thoughts do come when you do this process. When you close your eyes, a lot of thoughts gates open, floodgates of thought open. Continue to observe the breath. Then slowly at some point, thoughts start dropping and then you go into emptier states. If thoughts don't drop, continue to witness the breath, no problem. Several times, we do get a respite from the thought. Be with your breath with your eyes closed, dear friends. Glasses removed, fingers into fingers. Hands rested comfortably in your lap. Observe the breath. Dear friends, we are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your natural, normal in-breath and the out-breath. Resting your attention on the nose. Observe your breath. When we observe the breath, our mind is becoming slowly and slowly empty. Pause into the emptiness, the calmness. Inside of you, all around you. This is that greater consciousness, your divine self. Friends, it's truly an honor and privilege to be exploring consciousness, to be experiencing this life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Express gratitude to all things and everyone. Can you express gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, everyone in your life? Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish and the animals, to everything you use, the technology, the system, the companies, the governments. gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent field. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes. Okay, friends, hope you enjoyed the session. Always good to hear your experiences. If you felt something, please do write in the chat. Like we said, particularly if there anybody new who joined today, continuous thoughts only are there, that's what you remember entire meditation, is still absolutely fine because that's the common state. For many people, for most of the time, that is the common state. Yet, this process and this practice finds greater benefit to us in day-to-day life. Those who completed a week first time, if you're sincerely there at least say 5 days, you're noticing any changes, feeling more calmer, relaxed, you're building a little bit of awareness that before you say something, you're just getting to know, anything like that, do write in the chat. That you're noticing some differences already. But it does, what we see, thoughts have nothing to do with the benefit of meditation. If you sincerely sit down, benefits do come. So talking about health, if stress causes 90% issues, and if stress can be removed, and then most of the illnesses is gone. That is the reason why most people who come in, they are saying that many stress-related induced disorders or issues are going away. Those backaches, chronic backaches, anywhere. Lower backache has a psychosomatic reason. Financial issues, feeling overwhelmed with deadlines, and all of it. Higher backaches, potential emotional challenges that are not able to let go, not able to heal. Anything that emotionally, then higher backache. Headaches, migraines, immunity issues, digestion problems, everything. Many of them that are linked to stress dissolve very quickly. Asthma, many of them dissolve. Many mental issues, disorders are getting dissolved when we start meditating. Our body is an intelligent mechanism. First of all healing is self-healing. That means you must agree without resisting that no, this is not going to work, that's not going to happen. How is simple practice is going to give me something? This practice just sitting idle, nothing is going to happen. If this is how we conclude, then the self-healing part is slowly going away. But however, when we sit down, as the mind is quietening and calming, something beautiful happens. That analytical mind is going away, and so then we are allowing it. Second, the body is intelligently, automatically taking care of itself, to balance itself when we allow the body to function naturally. Meditation does exactly that. There's a lot of interference of thought into the body, and so then body is not working greatly. The interference into the body's functioning is called stress, which we do not know. But if we are worrying about things, if we are feeling anxious about things, we are going on recollecting about past events, past discussions, arguments, past accidents as you are about to set out for another journey. Then, of course, then there is huge mental rumination, mental activity, which is unknowingly is also causing interference into the physical body functioning. And so then it's not able to maintain order. So here are a few slides to understand this better in terms of what is stress and then how meditation can heal. Stress is the number one reason for illnesses. It is the unwanted thought intensely being there, playing its impact on every aspect of our life. That first starts off somewhere in the conflicts at workplace with people, or about our abilities in our minds, because somebody says something that you're not able to let go. You're not able to let go that you are slipping the deadline. They're not able to accept that important resources are not given to you. They're not able to accept that there is a loss in the family or whatever, that there is a sudden illness diagnosed, not able to accept it. Many things that somebody made comments about your work, and so there is not able to accept. So many things are there that you expected something to come, it's not coming. We become unhappy and we start thinking, we feel worried about things. We expect things that don't come. Then we are frustrated. When we don't expect things, they come, like illnesses. We are frustrated, we are unhappy, we are sad, we are anxious about them. We keep thinking about them again. How did it happen to me? Why is it coming to me? Somebody said, diagnosed already, I've gotten diabetes coming up. For me, I'm just only 30. And I've heard so many stories how it leads towards many body illnesses. And so that worries start coming. Workplace is where a lot of it is starting. In many ways, or serious family disputes is where it's starting. Family relationship breakdown is where it's starting. That blame, that lot of too much work, too much load, not able to manage time, too much friction that's going on between colleagues, which is causing tremendous amount of thought. And this thought is interfering into the functioning of the body. For that we understand a concept of fight and flight mode by our intelligent body. Our body, when I first learned this, that it is so intelligently taking care of itself. For example, every time there is a physical issue or danger externally, then the body takes care. Suppose you go to heights, Leh Ladakh, any heightened places where oxygen is less. Himalayan expeditions are very high altitude mountains where oxygen is less. And then a body requires a level of oxygen, and if oxygen is less, then just by giving a little bit of rest a few hours, it is able to generate, by drawing stuff from the bone marrow, it is able to generate more oxygen through more hemoglobin. Even if you didn't do anything. That's why doctors advise when you go up into a high altitude, just relax for some time. We call it weather acclimatization. We just wait for some time, do nothing, but then body then automatically helps itself to produce more oxygen that is sufficient because the environment is not sufficient oxygen. The body is doing it intelligently. Ultraviolet rays protection, pigmentation happens so that the skin is protected. Similarly, when there is a physical danger, like somebody is chasing, physical danger where let's say a dog is changing, physical danger, floods are coming, physical danger, there is a fire that is noticed, that forest fires that take on, and so the imminent physical danger is coming. And physical dangers are also there that can happen to the body, and so then what body is activating this emergency mode, this fight or flight mode, it's called emergency mode, a fight or flight mode, is exactly that what it is representing. You run away or you fight. Where you can run away, you can run away. If it's your house, you can't run away. If there's water coming in, you want to do something. Fight. I want to keep draining water out of the buckets, make phone calls, bring somebody. Hectic activities going on. Move furniture out. Fighting it out. Got to do something out there. Where it is, where the wisdom prevails, where it is impossible to fight with nature, then you simply go away from there pretty quickly, relocate from there pretty quickly. That's flight, run, because often you have very less time. So this emergency mode is required, and a lot of times if we're given control, we are already stressed out, whether there's too much going, I don't know how to do. But luckily, body has some built-in mechanisms. When it sees an imminent danger coming in, it automatically requires, since you need a lot of strength to run away or walk away from there or to fight, extra energy, it moves the body into this emergency mode called fight or flight mode. The nervous system, it does more work. Sympathetic nervous system is activated a lot more. In order to make us very alert and active, what body is doing is to produce a lot of special hormones and chemicals that regulate the body function differently. Emergency mode functioning. Emergency mode functioning is what? For example, if you're working at workplace and suddenly there's a fire alarm rings, that's an emergency mode, right? And so what do we do in a fire alarm when it rings? We're advised that first stop all the things that you're doing. If you're in the call, you drop the call. If you're in a meeting, you drop it. Whatever you're doing, you drop it. And then advise and say, okay, find an exit, a nearby exit, and then walk out. So that means an emergency mode already is defined, we know, is to drop everything that we do and then do what is most important at that time, is to quickly find ways to exit. Similarly, when the emergency mode comes, that means there is a danger that the body notices. When a dog is chasing or something is coming on to you, then it immediately senses there is danger. How? Based on our own past interpretation of what that can do, based on what we have recorded in our subconscious. And so it finds and then takes a signal and then says, okay, this is a danger. And the signal is coming as danger, then it is moving the body into fight or flight mode, emergency mode. In the emergency mode, it makes one very alert. It drops just general functioning that's not necessary. Just the way fire alarm mode, we drop everything not necessary. We were running out of the room or hall in the building. And so is the case here in emergency mode. It stops what is not necessary, lowers the resources necessary for digestion, not necessary. The reproductive system, not necessary. You don't need to be aroused at that time. And many things required, not necessary. You don't need any of the thyroid functioning, whatever that is there for body hormonal balance. It's not necessary at that time. Immunity, not necessary at that time. And so the heart, the immune system behind the arteria, not necessary. And so many things, you don't need learning, you don't need synthesizing, information, aptitude, many of those aspects, visualization, all those are not necessary in the brain. All you need is that pretty quickly be able to safely go out. So what is required? Adrenal system to pump more energy so that your body, your hands and legs are absolutely are readily there to support you. And then you need to be very alert and active. And so our physical body doing exactly that automatically. It's a mechanism built into it. Thankfully, it's not in our control, so that it protects our physical body when something is imminently there. By regulating the resources, regulating the resources means the blood circulation, all the resources, instead of going towards all organs, all parts, all systems, it is directing them more towards the adrenal system. And everywhere else it is reduced. The circulation of blood circulation is reduced, the resources are reduced. And so, dear friends, temporarily, rest of the functions of the body are not working great, but the hands and legs gain a lot of strength and eyes get more focused. The peripheral view is dilapidated, so that means you cannot get defocused because a lot of we have a central vision, peripheral vision. The peripheral vision is narrowed down so that you got focus in front of the danger that is there right in front. Cannot get distracted with all the sensory cues. And so all of this, dear friends, is a fight or flight mode is happening naturally when the body senses danger, where it stops everything. That means you see now that even the digestion stopped, or hormone working of thyroid is stopped, immunity not necessarily working that great because it's got less resources. A brain, a lot of things have been stopped, less resources. But it is okay, temporarily the body is out of the balance. In a few seconds later, a few minutes later, that danger reduces. Maybe an hour later, the water recession stopped because something has happened. Somewhere, they opened some canal, this and that, and something has happened. The blockage of the drains are fixed, and so things flow again, and so then water is residing, and so the stress is going away because the physical condition dissolves, and so then body withdraws back to the normal mode pretty quickly. Because this environment is telling, okay, no longer the danger is there. And so body goes back pretty quickly, maybe in the next 1 hour. All these unwanted chemicals, the cortisol chemical that is dumped into the body during stressful state, keeps us alert and awake, does not let one sleep. If you're not able to get sleep, it's because this chemical is actively there in the body. Now, physical danger, I understand it is withdrawn again. Now, what happens with modern lifestyle? The mental ruminations, the worries that we have, fears that we have, projections that we have, all of them are sending the same signal as danger, physical danger signal. The mind does not know, the body does not know. It's simply getting the signal. The signal, and the mind is saying, oh, people are not there, important people. It's going to be really tough for me. Life is going to be so tough. Delivery is going to be so tough. Last time I was ripped apart by that customer, and so it's going to be that challenging now. I don't know what to do. And you're projecting the danger. You're projecting the danger. The thoughts, that incessant repetitive thoughts are there. And so now there also are considered danger, as that is the kind of signal we're giving. It's going to be potentially, my job could be at risk this time because I don't know whether I can deliver. All kinds of stuff. Intense amount of projection. And so, dear friends, that the body is activating the fight or flight mode even in those cases. Now, the thing is, A modern lifestyle where we are just constantly feeling and worried about every little thing to big thing. And so then this body is in the stress mode, not for a few seconds and minutes, for a sustained period of time. If we lost somebody in family, and then for 6 months and 1 year and 2 years, we're just not able to come out, then you're keeping the body in that fight or flight mode for that long is a reason for body in that emergency mode, and slowly everything shuts down. Immunity shuts down. Many things don't happen. Appetite lost, digestion gone. Decisions are not done properly. You're not able to think anything better because resources are not supplied as a body was kept in the fight or flight mode, emergency mode. Can it work? Companies close if you're in emergency mode working all the time. We know that. As a body also, it will shut down if it's emergency for too long. So the modern lifestyle, the mental stress, which is constant worries and things are there, causing us to be in the body, to be in the emergency mode, which means, dear friends, most of the functioning of the body is not working. Most reproductive organs don't work. There's no sex drive. There's no interest in passions. All things are not there at all. They're most in survival mode. None of that works. Immunity doesn't work. And so all kinds of illness come in. All immunity challenges can get healed. Now, what does meditation do? Meditation, dear friends, that we're practicing is lowering that unwanted thought, removing slowly all the. We're practicing it to reduce the thought and then go into empty states, calm ourselves. Now, this has a great effect. We're also learning wisdom, important wisdom we learn. Now, when the thoughts are reduced, now something beautiful is happening. There is this awareness is increasing. And then when you go into the calmness, there is awareness, situational awareness. There are certain areas of the brain are developed greatly, and so awareness increases, alertness increases, where we are aware of things. And so when awareness increases, in a wakeful time when we have unwanted thought, as we already pair, negative thought means negative reality, unwanted thought means unnecessary stress, and worries are unnecessary stress on the body, then we are aware, and then so we avoid unwanted thought. We're able to pull ourselves out of it. Okay, somebody is leaving the company, and so I know it can be a challenge, but can we step back and see what can we do? By at least stressing my body and then I'm going to this useless thing is causing illnesses. So there are many ways this mental rumination is dropped when we are slowly, and then this practice of meditation where you regularly empty your mind. With awareness, with the wisdom, you're able to. Wisdom is there. Okay, 3 weeks later, delivery I can't do. You already know, but then you're not able to stop thinking about worrying about it because that awareness is not there. Subconscious is projecting and the subconscious response is taking over. We'll learn in one other session a little more technically about this, of how exactly brain is, the subconscious mind is active, and so then even though you know, but that gets overwritten in that moment. Only thing you know is that worry about it, and then you constantly talk about everybody. But that worry of future deadline not meeting doesn't help. We have to recognize and say, okay, I might miss it. So what happens? We need to be able to reason out better. That knowledge and wisdom we receive in this program. And so then when you have the understanding of how to think differently, act differently, and so then with awareness you do it. So when unwanted thoughts are reduced, mental rumination is reduced during wakeful time. That's the beginning of reduction of stress. When the mental rumination is going away, then this fight or flight mode is deactivated because there's no longer danger is sensed by the mind. And so then automatically the restful nervous system called parasympathetic is active again. It is shut down for a long time. Active sympathetic and parasympathetic need to work in rhythm. And so then it starts working back in the rhythm. And also many other things happen, dear friends, in the body. But the key thing is that this unwanted thought must drop. In one of the sessions last week, we said there are 50,000 thoughts a day, a stressful mind. Many, and 85 to 95% are unwanted, useless. And for a regular meditator, these things drop and drop and drop and drop and drop and drop, and you'll be left with finally what is really relevant and important, dear friends. So then, this is how meditation helps us to lower the stress and then brings the body back to normalcy. This simple practice is automatically reducing the mental rumination, increase awareness, then many things like hormones and all of them, which will cover further. But when the mental rumination reduces, body is pulled out of the stress mode, emergency mode, normal mode. That means all circulation happens great. And so that means immunity builds back up. That means your thinking is proper. So the circulation of the blood into the brain is proper. So then a lot of headaches and malfunctioning there happens, all going away. So most of the stress related disorders disappear when I simply practice meditation. Sleep comes back. Sleep is not there because cortisol. That comes back pretty quickly. How many people here started sleeping better because you start practicing for a week? We say that this program, by the time it completes in 3 weeks of the program, we have in the self-assessment findings, 70% of the people said they're either healing or on the way to heal, or they're healed in 3 weeks of practice of this meditation. And so, thank you very much. It's a very, very powerful practice to gain health back. Yes, Rakesh.
Thank you. That's a beautiful meditation. I see many already sharing that just 1 week of practice is helping them deal with the stress, helping them manage stress at work. Thank you for this wonderful session.
Okay. Any announcements for today?
Yes. So friends, today, so last week we understood the importance of books, getting wisdom from books. Starting this week, we are having book clubs. There'll be 2 books that we read as part of the program. Today, we're starting a book called Surrender Experiment, an amazing book, a biography of Michael Singer. Starts at 8 a.m. IST, 8:15 a.m. IST. You would have received information about it in a WhatsApp group. Please do join. There's 2 batches, morning, India morning, and then there is one at India evening. So please do join. So if you would want to understand how meditation can truly and surrender can make a change in their life.
Okay. Thank you very much, dear friends. So we'll meet again tomorrow at 6 a.m. And if anyone has questions around this, we'll stay back for a few more minutes as we do every day. Thank you.
I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you. And so it is. I see the child in you. I see the sweetness in you. I see the softness in you. And so it is. I can
Okay, anybody would like to share how you're feeling, how you felt in today's meditation or last 6 days? We'll also take on questions, Rakesh. If those who want to share, please raise your hand.
We have this question. In my meditation, I can't control my thoughts. And I can't breathe normally. Why is that?
Yeah. Don't control the thought. We said it and then we're repeating. Thoughts are part of the process, number one. So please accept them, respect them, acknowledge them. Thoughts are creators, and so thoughts will be there. Our life gets created through thought. So what we say in meditation, when thoughts come, we have our own activity to do. Our activity is to observe the breath. Thoughts are continuously there. Our activity is to continuously observe the breath. Can you do that simple instruction? Now you may say, oh, because I'm in thought, there's no benefit. Not at all. We want to relax, we want to gain the benefits of everything, then we have to just do the practice. Because the practice is intelligent to take care of itself at the appropriate time, you would go into the emptier states. If you're going into empty states all the time, it's just that we're not aware if it is for too short a period, but we do. And that itself has a benefit. Just by sitting with our eyes closed with an intention to go quiet itself has significant benefit, by the way. If somebody sits with their eyes closed, takes time for themselves and says, now my goal is to not think of anything. Now not think of anything, where the technique is to observe the breath. But somebody just gives that quiet time they give themselves with the eyes closed, itself has significant benefit. Let all those come, mental illumination happen. There is huge mental music is happening, music festival is happening, all kinds of stuff. But then when you observe the breath, slowly that also goes. Many traditions say witness the thought, don't give any meaning, difficult, because you tend to give meaning to it, because that person is right there in front of you with the thought. The situation is bothering you, and so then it's difficult to not give an interpretation, which itself raises more thought, right? So simply witnessing the thought can be challenging. Instead, Gautam Buddha discovered, as said, bring your attention to the breath, that invisible force within you, which is a prana, which is consciousness, which knows where to take you. So that's the second part of it. One is the physiological benefit of lowering the thought, but then when you come to the breath, the intelligent force within us, then it is then not only we are moving our attention away from thought, and slowly at some point they'll come down. But then now the real magic begins, because now you are with that intelligence which is taking you in somewhere. Which is the cause, which is what is getting the breath in and out. That intelligence which is having the breath in and out is where we are holding on to. You latch on to that, then it takes you into the inner realms. What we call the quantum field of energy, the emptiness, the soul nature, the soul stuff. So all of that happened, and so then significant things will come, which we can cover them as we go along this program. So simple answer, don't control the thought, come back to the breath when they happen. Accept them, do not judge that. Your meditation saying, I got too much thought, number one. Number two, why is my heart rate, is it? What is the thing?
Yes, I mean, it can't breathe normally. Is
breathing. Okay, so many things happen. So because of this meditation process, which is then is one of the core reasons of this process is to, as you're emptying yourself, you are going and experiencing now the many energy bodies of the past, or many memories of the past start getting dissolved. They can get pulled out, and body can get recalibrated in this process of meditation, where the breathing gets regular over a period of time after doing all kinds of irregular breathing. First of all, by the way, you might have an irregular breathing to begin with, but then you may be normal, but in meditation, suddenly breathing fast, breathing less, doing some kind of pranayamas, mudras, many of these are possible, and all of them are part of the process where they come and go, they happen, they go. It's called healing process that happens. Healing physically, mentally, emotionally, many of them that need to happen, that happen. So pains can come. And so everything is safe. and then just simply observe. That's the instruction. The next instruction is, when things like this happen, what do I do? Of course, it feels scary, but then you understand, because all you're doing is observing the breath. So you're not changing, manipulating the breath in any way. So it cannot be, no medical expert can say this is unsafe. You're doing a simple relaxed posture. This is the most natural process. And so in the natural sitting, natural observation of the breath, the natural breath, there is no, cannot be any danger. So it's safe. Everything that happens in meditation is safe. Just sit through it, watch it, and slowly it'll go dissolve into something else. Next one.
Yes, have Dr. Ashwath who wants to ask a question.
I've got a question to Chandra sir. My question is, other day you mentioned that the meditation is emptying the mind, and mindfulness is observing, being in the presence. You gave me an example, gave us an example about observing a flower. And so you focus on the flower and then look at the fragrance and the color and the exuberance of the structure of the flower. And so those are the two aspects. Say, for example, if I'm a horticulturist trying to grow that flower, variety of thoughts come into my mind. Instead of thinking about different aspects of the thoughts, if I focus on how to grow that flower, starting from the seeds and the growth and the irrigation, weeds and harvesting, marketing, everything, if I'm engaged with that kind of positive thoughts, is that acceptable? I know we need to empty the mind, but it's very almost impossible to empty in the initial stages. At that time, instead of having weedy ideas and thoughts, can we have a constructive thought of growing that flower in a horticultural situation and then digesting that information? Is this okay?
Everything helps. Everything helps. And so, yes, mindfulness leads to more meditation. Practicing mindfulness, just sit in the chair for 5 seconds. Take 20 seconds to slowly sit in the chair mindfully. It'll help. Get up from the chair slowly in 30 seconds. Helps. Pour the tea for 3 minutes slowly. It'll help. So mindfulness will lead to meditation because that is developing great amount of concentration, that observation power without distraction. It is developing. The brain muscle is developed by doing so. And so then it'll help meditation. Meditation, because it's so simple with the observation of the breath. See, again, if you latch on to and say, I'm not going to thoughtless state because thoughts are coming, is the problem. The problem is that we are trying to control something. The problem is we have an expectation that I have to go into thoughtless. The problem is we have the expectation that if I don't go into thoughtless, I don't have benefit of meditation. These are the problems. But otherwise, the technique is not difficult. The technique is saying, observe the breath. You can do it. You know you can do it. Then, if thoughts come, continue to observe the breath. Now you get distracted. We know that. You are on the thought. Okay, no problem. You are on the thought for 5 minutes. No problem. Be there. Don't judge yourself. Okay, no problem. We are saying no problem. So let it go for 5 minutes. Suddenly at 5 minutes later, you recognize, remembered, oh, I'm in meditation. I should be with the either empty state, without thought state. If thoughts are there, I should come to breath. Come to breath when you remember, without judgment. Can we do that? When we remember, though, I should be in meditation, not in thought, come to breath. Yes, if we can do that much, then you will train yourself much faster. But the beauty is if you use the same time for in the mindfulness practice, use it for meditation practice, then you're training significantly, not only resting the mind for a physiological benefit, but you're actually going into the quantum field of intelligence, do many more things. Emptying yourself. An emptiness where the magic begins, emptiness where connected to intuitive self. You know yourself, many things are revealed about you. And so that's the mindfulness to me is like training and trying to train ourselves to hold on to the tail of the elephant. Meditation is to experience the whole elephant in due course, the time that we're utilizing. So we want to see it that way. But to answer your question, can it help? Of course it will help. Every mindfulness practice will help to go into better meditation in time. And meditation, but significantly develops mindfulness in due course if you're able to hold on to this simple understanding of this practice and say, thoughts are okay. All I need to do is to bring my attention back to the breath when thought is there, without judgment. Judgments come, that is a training again. And so we are judging, oh, my meditation is not happening. You see, so much thought is coming because we already associated once again, because several places we learned meditation means empty the mind. If without emptying the mind, things won't benefit. The benefit won't come. But a regular practice will lead towards that automatically. And so that is also training. The training is initially without not opening eyes. Second training is, as we said, come bring your attention to the breath. Third training is, and bring your attention to the breath, you do without any judgments. When you put judgment, that stresses us out more, right? The third training is when you're empty, don't analyze things that happen there. They get trained over a period of time as we practice for 3 weeks to 6 weeks. Definitely 3 weeks, if people don't quit, then they've sort of already installed a meditation brain circuit, which is like becoming an autopilot mode for us to do it for us automatically. So the effort to do becomes very less in 3 to 4 weeks later.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So this question, can we activate chakras through meditation alone? And how do we know?
Everything happens through this meditation, everything happens most naturally. The chakra system are essentially representative for various energies and forces in the body. They get active naturally when we develop the wisdom, we receive the wisdom, we understand. For example, your throat chakra gets active automatically when you recognize and say, I need to speak impeccably. I need to develop the quality of impeccable speech, number one. Number two, I should not suppress my emotion. I must have the courage to express. The problem is we don't have courage. The problem is we have always fearful about something may not be working if I open my mouth, and so we hold ourselves back. And so then meditation builds awareness, and then reduces fears, because fears come from the past connections, past events, either known or unknown. Unknown are there. There are a lot of people say, when I go to water, suddenly I get frozen. I don't know, because you don't know what happened with the water. Must have been a childhood memory, must have been a past life memory. And so fears are there either through known events and unknown events, but they need to be removed. Meditation dissolves them. When you go into emptier states, there are these various processes that happen, and so meditation dissolves fears, and so then you become courageous to express beautifully, and so then your expression is good. Otherwise, we suppress ourselves from expressing in a meeting, in a family setting, between a dominating spouse. So you don't express, and so that causes this to be blocked. So with wisdom, with regular practice, and this 4-day program, if it's practiced for a few times, let's say you take a 1-year challenge, you do first this 4-day challenge, you will know it. And then you do it a second time and a third time. You significantly practice many of the concepts, all chakras open. Most naturally, you don't need any special yogic breath techniques to open them. Natural opening is always safe, natural, because they get active automatically as you are ready. When you're not ready, you're forcefully open, then where you should not express, you express is a problem. How do you know chakras are active? When everything is going great for you. The goal of life is to be, the meditation practice of not activating chakras. Meditation practice of living a great life. We know this. A meditation practice is to recognize that I'm much more than the body. There is something out there which is intelligent and which is driving my plan along with it. And so then I align with it. So then life becomes effortless. If there is a mentor who is ready to help and will make everything simple for us. And he said, no, I know it. I have to do it by myself. The mentor is saying, come on, guys, just do the 3 steps. Things will be so easy. You're saying, no, I've got to sweep through the entire 10,000 lines of code. Then I'll come to the solution. He's saying, look at that, line number 100. It's done. We're not ready. Meditation is to hold the hand of the mentor so that life becomes effortless, which is called the consciousness. The mentor is ready to expand our life to show greater things. He's saying there are so many things, go faster, quickly. Come with me, I'll show you. And then if you're holding on, many, many things are there. So much of invisible reality, so much of power that we have, all open up. People say, I never expected I will do this in my life because I never thought that I can think like that, but it happens. It all happens meditation. All right. And so that's how you will know that's helping, not activating chakras, that's secondary.
Thank you. We have Shruti Deshpande who's been attending our 40-day programs. Yes, Vimana, would you like to share your experience and ask a question?
Hello, sir. Thank you for this. And this is my third 40-day program. And this time I'm feeling that this 40-day program is very, very different, very high energy. And every single day is a new experience this past week. So, and I'm feeling really, really great. So just curious to know, is it because this is my third time, or is it because of you've been conducting this in a very different way? This time it feels very different. And is it because of the master?
What is going to give you the what is it? Why is it necessary, madam?
No, it is not. Just curious. It is not necessary.
I don't know. It's futile to know how I feel is why I feel is different. But if you feel good, yes, enjoy it.
Yes.
Right. Yes, it's all of it, is none of it. Who knows? It could be, the reason could be something else. The reason could be that you have had a deeper intention to get to know more. And maybe that's the reason that you're finding everything different. Reason could be that 3 weeks ago you would have dissolved something of, some 10 past lives before some issue was there, which causes you to now learn a lot more differently, and you being totally different. Some big issue, if there is a big issue that we cannot able to come to terms with. Suppose that you're a CEO or a founder, there's a big issue bothering you, that cash flows is not there, and then it's really, really going to go away. Company, and you got this 1,000 people, you don't know what to do. Big issue. That issue can only go away only when it goes, then the founder can think of anything else. You got a respite. Some investor said, okay, now we're giving you a check and so worry about it. Now he thinks many different things. So maybe that's what has happened. I don't know. So many reasons can be there.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir.
But how do tell us a little more. It's great to see that you come back a third time. How is meditation helping you? Have you met?
Yes, sir. We met at St. Louis at Arunaji's house.
Okay. Yes. Neighbor. Okay. Yes.
Yes. And it's I can't even say that it's helping. I'm just having a very different experience this time. And I can feel that there were some emotions, there were some blockers which are just getting released. And that's something which has not happened before. And I'm very, very excited about everyday meditation. I'm not missing a single day. And that's my topmost priority right now. So that's a big, big difference that, I'm feeling that I'm I'm keeping everything aside, but just prioritizing this and not taking anything else at this time. So truly grateful. And
But so far, how has meditation helped you in your daily life?
first of all, being fearless, not having any limitations, even at work. If I'm getting a thought, I'm not thinking that, oh, whether I should talk, whether, I'm new, I don't know things. I'm not thinking all that. I'm just saying, I'm speaking up. And I can see that it's valued. I mean, it's being, people are appreciating, or it's not that I don't know things. So I know that it's okay to speak up rather than to just keep it to yourself and then keep thinking about it all the time. So in every single thing I'm doing, there is an inner voice that's talking to me, that's telling me that it's okay, don't worry, or do this or don't do this. This is what you want to do, so just do it. So that thing was not there, or maybe it was there when I was little, but over the years I had stopped listening to my heart and stopped listening to myself, what I want to do. So that clarity is coming every single day, and I'm following it now, that it's okay to listen to yourself, what you want.
Wonderful.
And also helping whoever I'm coming in contact with. I'm passing this information in my family, in my friend circle, whoever I see. There are people who really need it at this time. So I'm passing this information to them and letting them know that this is a very powerful thing. This is really going to help you. Do this. And this, I mean, whatever I could do from my side, I'm trying to do.
How much you can do, madam?
Just try
Whatever
to.
I could do, how much you can do?
Just pass this information and also letting them know how it has helped me.
I'm asking you how much you can do. You said whatever I could do, how much you can do. I'm asking you.
I can just guide them.
You can do any amount. If thoughts create reality, it's only your thought that limits. Isn't it?
Yes.
Whoever I come across, I know I'm meeting my relatives and friends or family, I'm giving them whoever needs it. Whoever needs, remove that sentence. Everybody needs it. Yes or no?
Yes, definitely.
Second, whatever little I can do, remove the sentence. What little? You can do infinite things. Change it with that. And say, I am giving this to everybody. When you have that intention, you will have an opportunity to have a dialogue in that direction in let's say in a party, in a group setting somewhere. When you have that intention. If they say, okay, I will give it to my family and friends because I know them, you limited yourself already.
Mm-hmm.
Just changing the intention. So wonderful, Shrutiji, to see that you're already giving, passing it on. That's all it is. We just give this information. It's up to them to take or not take, but we give. And we change our intention, then we give to many more.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what Aruna Madam is doing now.
Yes.
That's what St. Louis Ramesh and all of them have done.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm going to Ramesh ji's house. I'm doing meditation whenever I'm able to their house and sitting under the pyramid and doing it. So that's again a different experience, and I'm happy and I feel fortunate that I'm getting that satsangatya here. I'm getting all those people whom I can talk and discuss my experiences. So I'm fortunate to have that.
Thank you, madam. be part of this team to spread it a lot more. We should open 10 centers in St. Louis this year when I come. Everywhere,
Yes,
every home, there should be another meditation center, including your home. Okay.
definitely, sir. Anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks for sharing.
Sure.
Yes, there's one final question. I think question around energy exchange. When we interact, there is energy exchange. So will meditator also get affected? They drain off energy if there is somebody low energy.
Everything is based on how we think and feel. Meditators build a strong shield. And so then they don't open to somebody's energies to get impacted. It's nothing but just thoughts. If somebody says negative things, you get influenced, yeah, then your energy is impacted. You're courageous. Someone says, hey, don't go that side because it's always accident prone and so something bad happens, bad omen. Now, if you don't have adequate understanding, yes, you'll take that sentence. If the people who said is very authoritative, you'll take that sentence even more. And so that means now you're impacted. You suddenly get fearful. Your energy is impacted. Yes. So it's nothing to do with the meditation. It is to do with how strong an understanding you have. How much understanding you have that, hey, it's always me and then me that I create. And then I'm the complete, I'm infinite self. So I have a necessity to go this side, I will go. If something happens, it's okay. If that's what it meant to be, then it's fine. But I have a necessity to go, I feel to go and I go. And so then a meditator at that point who has the right understanding will make the right decision and then goes without getting fearful about getting pulled back. Right? So we have to increase our understanding and say that I am the consciousness to the level that I'm consciousness, and then I decide I am aligned to the plan of I'm aligned to the plan that I'm here for, and then within that I make all the decisions, information. So what others tell you and say, all of that are there's talk and thought and all that is energy. So when people are there with you, a person is very negative, very low, very complaining nature, or whatever we call negative energy, is that. And if they are there around you, you won't get impacted when you have right understanding, elevated understanding. Otherwise, you will. So we are work in progress for everybody. Initially get impacted too much with others' energies, meaning others' negative thinking, negative behaviors, negative this and that. But as you elevate yourself, then you shield yourself. You're able to be there and then not get impacted. And then now your positive energy now in return, as many of them are not aware, is in return now helping them to slowly change. Yes.
Yes, Sukirti madam.
With continuation to my previous question, so I just want to confirm that meditation helps in effortless living and not activating chakras, or they both are different, or they get activated without
You
us.
forget the chakras, you forget everything you read about spiritual science. Just go through the 40-day program, it'll help you a lot. Forget the system of chakras. Forget Kundalini. Forget astral travel. Just let's be in this process. So all understanding will come to you. It'll all come to you. All right. If you'd like to have a beautiful life, if you'd like to increase your understanding of all these concepts, just go through the program and then drop the need to know. Drop the need to know unnecessarily. In my answer, I started off saying earlier that meditation most naturally activates all chakras. I said that two times. Please go back and listen. when you ask the question. Okay, so that's the answer. It naturally activates all chakras.
So effortless living, when we are living effortlessly, that's when we know that they are activated.
Why do you care about whether active or not active? That's not sufficient enough to know. For some, effortless living is not good enough. The activation of chakras may only happen later for some other reason, some other purpose. So for the understanding of chakras is much larger than what you think. So right now, you will increase your understanding of that at some point, right? At some point. When I say, many people don't understand ahimsa means your speech has to be impeccable. Ahimsa for everybody means, in 99% means, it is only physically hurting, right? But ahimsa in its greatest form means in energy, in thought, in words. Many of them should also be avoided. The understanding won't come. Same way, chakra understanding will take some time. So you will just go through the program. I'm saying that you'll understand all of them better. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Effortless living is a potential example of chakras activated. How about that statement? Okay. Yes.
We have a couple more questions. Do we have time or leave it?
We'll conclude.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we have not heard your experience. Maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you all, dear friends. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, friends. So we'll come back again tomorrow and continue this week's topics. Thank you. We have the music. We have the music.
Teacher, ma'am, we can't hear the music.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful.
Nijam is relaxing. He's also got caught up in it. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye, sir.
Bye.
So blessed. I am so grateful for all that I
Normally they say meditation is done in silence, but here we are doing it in music. Is it music compulsory or?
It is not compulsory. It's a choice we offer. When you go back home, you do it without music, if you want. If you want with music, you do in that way. It's a choice. Everything is a choice. Spirituality is also a choice. Science is also a choice. You can be scientific, you cannot be scientific. It's up to you. So music offers a better choice. That's why we do it. So if you want to progress, you must use all the tools. There are 5 different tools to intensify your meditation. One is group energy. Another is music energy. Another is full moon energy. Another is pyramid energy. Another is forest energy. Okay, when you use all these 2, 3, 5 things, you are going to have a better, more intensive meditation experience. You try this way and that way. I have done 30 years, 40 years of meditation, so I am exchanging my experience with you. I don't belong to any religion. I'm a scientist. I don't quote any Bhagavad Gita, nothing. I tell you my experience. I have done meditation. I have seen my past lives. I know all the law of karma through my experience. I don't go to any doctors. I don't take any medicines. I heal myself all the while through meditation. I have done without music, with music, without pyramid, without pyramid. So I have experimented. So the results of my experience I am sharing with the whole world. This is a congregation of spiritual scientists. You tell me your experience. I want to learn from everybody's experience. Thank you very much.
Namaste and welcome to all masters for day 7 of Renew joining from across the world. Welcome you all to today's session. It was a great way to start with Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji's video. We will learn more about the tools to enhance meditation practice. I believe that will answer a few questions raised yesterday as well. So to get into that, let's welcome our dear master, Chandra Pulmarasati sir. Over to you, sir.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. These days are full moon days. Today is full moon night. This is also an important time to talk about how meditation can be powerful and how to enhance meditation. Full moon nights are one. There's more energy. There's more force on a full moon night. That's the way the water, the seas are rough. There is this extra force from moon, and so then that energy can be beautifully utilized for meditation. A group of us came to a house of one of our masters, Nanaji Garu from Abu Dhabi, so in Bangalore. So yesterday night, whole night, many of us are meditating, which is common in PSSM circles, in Buddha-Seva circles, that every full moon night you have meditation. So in fact, today night at 9 p.m. India time, we do have an online 3-hour meditation session. So full moon nights are beautiful. They enhance meditation energy, depth of meditation. We're doing everyday meditation at home. Wonderful. But utilizing the natural full moon night energy is a great way. Then we come together to a place, whether you call it ashram, whether you call it a group, with a group of people who are practitioners, you come together with them and meditate. That group meditation is powerful. That's why we encourage here today, a few hundred people, when they join, you connect together and meditate. Group meditation brings a lot of energy circle, creates an energy circle. So everybody, the senior meditator, they are coming to this, forming an energy circuit. And so then anyone new come into it. So generally you feel like, okay, we've gone into the quietness faster. Group meditation. We go into nature, we meditate in nature. Nature is full of energy. Nature calms us, calming. So we go into nature. Nature overwhelms us. In four walls, you are this big egoistic individual, all that pride springs up. But when we are outside in nature, where we are minuscule, so suddenly we lose ourselves. Especially going to the peaks and then sit down and meditate, it's even more powerful. The I-ness dissolves in nature. What are we in front of a massive tree? Nothing. So the I-ness dissolves pretty quickly. And so nature is beautiful to meditate. Music, of course, we are utilizing every day, helps greatly to get us focused into one thing, that's music or the breath. And from there, pretty quickly, it rules the conscious mind down. Because music is a beautiful expression of feeling and emotion, it has to get into subconscious, so then our mind calms. When we are very agitated, we say, hey, go to the nature walk, or listen to music and change your mood. That's what it means. We pretty quickly move ourselves into low thought when music is there. And of course, it's a lot more deeper than that. Sound, nada, is one of the fundamental aspects, frequencies of the universe. And so you have music, then you're sort of merging with it. So music meditation is powerful. Full moon meditation is powerful. Group meditation is powerful. Nature meditation is powerful. Then pyramid meditation. Yesterday, one of our masters was showing, they build a pyramid and everything is done in pyramid. Pyramids provide beginners a great support for going into emptier states sooner. And then for advanced meditators, deeper experience can happen in pyramids. Altered states of consciousness are deeper. They hold energy. They're a storehouse of energy. The structure, when it's built to the 51 degree, 51 minutes. In fact, today, here I'm with the group, they're all meditating in front. A pyramid right here. So pyramid meditation is enhancing our meditation depth more. Then meditation in an ashram where you go, or meditation in a place like where we are, where you go out with a commitment to meditate in an ashram brings a lot of features that are conducive for meditation. So being present in an ashram where nature is there, where many other practitioners are coming together in person to be there with you, to meditate, is more enhancing, more powerful. That's why when people come to Pyramid Valley, People come to our retreats. They say, I do my meditation at home, that's different, but here it is so powerful. So doing in person and doing in an ashram is very, very powerful, because the ashram is an environment that is an energized environment. Everybody comes there for what? Not for playing. It's not a park. They go there for meditation. So everyone goes there with a singular thought. This is my time for sadhana. The intention, the energy of various individuals come and go matter. So meditation ashrams is always powerful. We always encourage and say, hey, it's great to maintain a practice, to learn the practice from home, but it is equally powerful, and then you can accelerate your practice by going into ashrams. A weekend you go to a meditation center and meditate there. Go for a retreat at a Pyramid Valley, meditate there with a bigger group, and then for long enough time. Meditation in the presence of a master, powerful. The entire intention of the master is to see that the energies spread, energies pour in. The consciousness of the master enters the practitioners. So it's a lot more powerful. Rather than simply doing